The beginning of every new deer season starts with a little optimism. It's a chance for a clean slate to forget about last season's struggles, or it allows us to challenge ourselves after tasting success the previous year. For me, it was about challenging myself as a hunter to chase older class animals, and coming off a season where I was able to take a Pope and Young black bear and whitetail, I knew that if I ever wanted to continue that level of success, it would boil down to hard work. Nothing ever comes easy in the deer woods, especially if you want to consistently kill older class whitetails in a high-pressured state like Michigan. The 2023 deer season started out just like every other deer season, checking trail cameras in late January for any survivors, and wearing out the tread on the lacrosse boots as I searched the woods and fields high and low for sheds and deadheads. The habitat work soon follows, and after that, cameras are hung for inventory and management purposes. Then it's the waiting game for a while as we prepare new spots and hang stands. Food plots are right around the corner, and Velvet Mania starts to take over as we start to identify individual bucks, and that's where my story begins. So it is July 27th, and I just got in from cutting the grass, and my brother Kyle's texted me, and he said, "You gotta check the trail cameras." And before I could even open up the app, he texts me this photo right here. That is an absolute giant deer, especially for Michigan. I mean, he's got a little bit of everything. He's got good mass. He's got good tines. I mean, he looks like he's got quite a few tines, and his beams, they look pretty long. For sure, that would be my biggest buck. There's no doubt about it. You know, we're running a lot of cameras on this farm, and I honestly don't know where this deer's come from. I have not seen him before, so this is pretty exciting. It makes me wonder where he came from. Is he just wandering through or what? But I'm definitely wondering, you know, what's he doing on my farm? Hopefully he's going to be frequenting a little bit more, and we can see him in real life, because this is exactly what dreams are made of. So after getting that first picture, I sat there glued to my phone, and I waited, and I waited. And I waited for what felt like an eternity, and finally 30 seconds later went by, and my phone pinged, and it was him. He was still on the property, and I jumped around my house like an excited kid in a candy store for what seemed like 8 hours. And then I went and I grabbed my crossbow, and I took it out back, and I punished my targets. You know, it's not every day that you get a big buck like this on camera, so I knew that there were going to be 4 things that would help me kill this deer if it were possible. Number 1, knowing my property in and out and scouting it, and I was covered. 2, knowing my gear and where it was at all times. 3, coming up with a solid game plan. And 4, shooting my bow so I'd be ready for the moment of truth. You know, it's definitely exciting when you get a buck of this caliber walking during daylight on your property, and I definitely wanted to be ready for it. But the excitement didn't last long, because it would be a couple more days before he would show up again, and then a couple more after that, and then he would disappear, and it would leave my head scratching, wondering where he'd be at. Well, it is the 15th of August, and we're getting ready to head down south. I have an eye appointment at my eye specialist down there. And for those that don't know, I developed shingles in my eyes a few years ago, and it scarred over my cornea, and it's made my eyesight pretty blurry ever since. Definitely makes life a little bit harder, especially in the deer woods, but I'm excited because this time around, I think we got something finally figured out where I'll be able to see again. Not only am I excited for that, but I'm excited because the big boy has showed up back on camera. It's the first time he's been on the farm, to my knowledge, since August 2nd. And he's there with another beautiful buck. Looks to be like a nice big 10-point. I was hoping to go in there and move some trail cameras, and I don't think that's what I'm going to do now. I think I'm going to stay back and try to get glass on this guy, because he's kind of pulling the disappearing act on me and pulling the old Houdini. So, you know, maybe that's a good name for him. Maybe I call him Houdini. But anyway, I'm going to take the binoculars and hang out in the corn and hopefully get some eyes on him and learn a little bit of information about him that I can use to hunt him this fall. So we're going to get on the road and hopefully have a meet and greet with him this evening. Alright guys, I just got to the truck here. I went glassing for the monster tonight, and I did not lay eyes on him. Unfortunate, but at least I know that he is in the area. He was on the farm today. I'm just gonna, keep that information, put that in a spreadsheet, and hopefully continue to develop these patterns and make a move on them when the time's right. But definitely bummer didn't get to see him tonight. But like I said, got to look at the positive. He was on the farm. Well, it is November 3rd, and we are packing up my gear. We're going to be heading down south to the home farm to kick off my Rutcation. November is always an exciting time to be in the deer woods, but it's super exciting to be in the deer woods right now because the big boy Houdini has daylighted 3 days in a row behind the barn. There's some doe bedding in there that I've noticed over the years. The does come and go on and out of that area quite a bit, and I'm suspecting that he's using that to look for a hot doe. He hasn't been on camera yet today, so hopefully he's not locked down or 5 miles away. But, Kyle's out there, so if he lays eyes on him, I'll definitely know about it. Kyle's going to be hunting today, tomorrow, and then Sunday morning. He said he's going to take off, but he wants to hunt the corner corn. That kind of limits me on my stand placements because where he's at on the behind the barn stand, it's going to be a west wind with a touch of south, and he'll definitely bust me. It's definitely no go there. My first day will be hunting on Sunday, and I don't want to blow that whole area up. So I don't think I'm going to do that. And in the morning, I can slip in and out of the corner stand there where I shot my 10-point, and then in the evening I can go down to the turnaround stand. There's some neighboring property in there that I suspect has doe bedding area. Just watching the deer over the years on this property and knowing how they use the land and how they act, I really believe that there is some bedding in there. And it's possible that Houdini is in there in that timber, and maybe he'll cruise that bedding area and pop out on our property. And if he does, it would be at the end right there, right by the turnaround stand. He's done that before. I've got him with a Tacticam paparazzi a couple times in October, so it's definitely a possibility. I'm going to be putting the decoy out there to hopefully lure him in. If he is in the area, hopefully I'll see it and he'll come in and try to work the old girl up. But we're going to go pack the rest of our gear up and get on the road tomorrow evening and hopefully have a buck down this week.
Well, it is November 5th. It's 7:15 a.m. and we are back on the home farm for Rutcation. I got the decoy out right now. We got a flock of turkeys that are gobbling and flying down from the roost. Just had a young 1.5-year-old doe come through the field. The anticipation is high because there's scrapes and rubs everywhere. We're not seeing a lot of deer like we have in years past, but that doesn't matter because anything can happen during the rut. So we're going to sit still and hope for the best. Well, just had two 2.5-year-old 8-points come in. The one might have been a 9, but I ended up passing them both. Just not what I want to tag out on. And they're going to be even better deer next year. But they read the script. They came right out of the corn, right out of that edge there. And they came right into the decoy, both of them for easy shots. For a second I thought they were going to fight, and that would have been pretty cool to see. But they just came in grunting, so they ended up moseying on off when they maybe realized the decoy was just that or wasn't interested in it. But it took them a second for them to notice it, but once they did, they went right to it. So we're off to a good start so far with 2 bucks and a doe fawn. I just shot that big one that was behind the barn. I swear to God. I swear to God. I hit him. I'm at the turnaround, and I heard a noise, and I turned around, and I could see him walking, and he was going north, south, east, and I hit the bleat twice, and he stopped, and he turned, and he went over the fence, and he came out, and he looked at the decoy, and as soon as he looked at the decoy, I smoked him. And I smoked him. He ran across back into the field, or in the corn. I seen him stop for a second, and then he bolted, and I did not hear him go out of the corn. I just can't believe that happened. Things have been so slow here lately. I mean, we're just not seeing the deer numbers that we've originally been seeing. And this deer has been behind the barn, which is a long ways away. And I seen him come from behind me. I thought he was gonna run up this fence row. I had my deer decoy out and I hit the bleat call twice. He came over the fence and I just let him have it. I seen him jump the fence again. He took about 20 steps and then he bolted into the corn, and it sounded like he crashed. I could not hear him, but man, is he down east. All right, well, it's been about 40 minutes since I shot that deer. I'm gonna get down here and I'm just gonna check the area, and then I'm gonna back out. I wanna make sure that I know exactly where it's at, because he did step out kind of in this field. And I just wanna make sure that I know where we go in and out. We can't go on there until dark. The neighbors have people hunting, so we have to wait. But I'm gonna quietly get out of here because I don't want to disturb this area at all.
I got him.
Nice.
Thank you.
Whose stand were you sitting in?
I was sitting in yours. Both times. But yeah, we got permission. We can go, you and I can go on there right now and track them if we want. So it's up to you.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Let's go on them.
That's good blood. Yeah, that's real good blood. Oh yeah. He's done.
All right.
Where's the best way through? You gonna try to cross where they cross? How's it going?
Hi, how you doing? Good.
Bleeding pretty good in
There's good blood right through here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he went in the corn and crashed.
Oh, he's in the corn for sure. There's blood everywhere.
But keep coming across and we'll find out if he went left or right.
Yeah.
It's both ways.
See many tonight?
3.
I'm Chris, by the way.
Kyle.
I saw
Here.
10 earlier today.
Nice. I saw 4 this morning. So.
Did you?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
where?
if you guys want
There's
to,
blood
he's
right
in
there.
here, but if you guys want to follow him where he went in.
You had him to where, right there?
Yeah, there's good blood.
So
Yeah, he went this way, I thought.
Okay, that makes sense because you'll see where he put all the blood in over there. That's why I was kind of confused. I wanted to wait till you guys came because I didn't know if he was going this way or that way.
More blood up there,
But
Jay.
you're the right way. Oh, nice.
I don't even know him.
Damn, Chris. Yeah. That's a nice one.
It's the last time.
That's the one.
It's the last time I let you hunt my deer stand.
Thank you. I think that's the one we saw. Oh yeah, let me get a picture.
God.
Oh, that's a big buck. That's big.
Wow.
Is that 11 or 12?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow.
Look at the size of that body.
Look at
Good
that.
shot too, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. Jerry, tilt your headlamp up.
Look at that.
Jeez.
Wow.
Get a picture of that thing. You're done. Look at the size of the body on that thing.
Jerry, real quick. Turn it sideways. Trying to get the light off it. No, keep going.
This is an incredible deer, man. Thanks for letting us come on here and track
Absolutely.
this deer. I
Hey,
appreciate
let me get a
that.
picture of that guy.
Yeah, sure.
It's my brother's property. This thing's huge. No, hold that up for me, quickly. This may be the one we saw yesterday. That thing is a monster. That'd be this way. Yeah, that's definitely him. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely him. Man, that thing's got to weigh, what, 200? Look at the size of that thing.
Right next to this tree.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's right here.
Here?
There's this path right here that the deer take. Figure we can get it under the fence, then drag it. Oh gosh. Holy mother. Oh, that's gotta be your exit?
Yeah. Thank you.
Man, I went on that much of an angle, huh? Okay, he didn't have a chance. Was he turned?
1:45.
Oh, he was.
I might have been a couple hours from home, but that didn't stop the party from happening as Dave and a few others showed up and we dipped right into the moonshine to celebrate and honor such an amazing Michigan buck.
You are you? Had to shoot my ear. I seen it on you, fucking A.
The neighbor saw him yesterday too,
Really?
on the side-by-side, yeah. Look at big asshole. The party lasted late into the late night hours, and after waking up the next morning, I headed right to the garage to make sure I wasn't dreaming. Sure enough, it was real, and now it was time to head home as I had a bunch of friends waiting to see the buck that I had been after all season long.
Like when I'm seeing the silver. All you see is my ass.
As family and friends gathered to celebrate the storybook ending of a successful hunt for Houdini, I thought about someone who once said to me, "It must be nice to have good hunting property." But they don't think about all the crazy things we do as hunters to achieve the level of success that we have. All the time, money, and energy spent in the deer woods, hanging and preparing tree stands, planning food plots, digging watering holes by hand, strategically strategizing entrance and exit routes, or the hours practicing, all while passing buck after buck. They also won't knock on doors asking for permission, and they'll spend the holiday weekend up north on the lake with a cold beer instead of the bug-infested woods and 90 degrees getting ready for the upcoming deer season. They don't talk about all the late nights followed by the early alarms or learning from their failures. And trust me, there's going to be lots of failures. Nothing ever came easy in the deer woods, and this hardcore hunter lifestyle surely isn't for everybody. When it comes to hunting, everything that I have, I've had to work hard for. And as far as success goes, there's a process that we love that goes into it that's much deeper than just having good hunting property.